A day after Microsoft released one of their most important games this year so far to start the roll into the fall, into the summer, into the showcase, into Fan Fest, into all the things that they're promised. I believe Microsoft is trying to finish and fulfill its promise. But enough about promises. Square knows about promises as well. And Qualcomm is arm in arm. And a lot of these stuff is happening right in front of your very eyes. But Mr. Me Too is outside once again. And I can't wait to talk about you, my friend.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We got a lot to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. We got a lot to discuss. When it come to news, ain't no better than us. When it come to news, ain't no one you can trust. We got a lot to touch, so it's time to crush. So it's time to crush.
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. Now, I'm glad that you came back. I'm glad that you showed up. And if this is the first time that you found this channel, please take the opportunity to take my invite and subscribe and follow me. Now, I have a guy that's in my chat, and he's like, yo, King, I always watch you at half speed faster, right? And I'm like, yeah, I understand. I do a lot of things for effect. And also at the same time, I measure my words. I measure my thoughts, because a lot of these guys go off of pure emotion. When I tell you, hashtag no PlayStation 6, you know how we do over here. I'm gonna keep my boot on Kong's neck this whole generation. It's because that's how I feel. It has nothing to do with emotion. Emotion doesn't play a part in my video games playing unless it's a story like Senua Saga 2, where you are emotionally invested in the game, or The Last of Us 2. These twos, boy, they give you an emotional ride. With that being said, I got some of my best news that I think I could have got it in a long time. And it's about Square. And I think we need to take the time out for Square right now. Now, you guys don't understand how quickly Square is moving to get back the bread that they lost. Square has announced that all their games is going to come over to to Steam. And leading the charge is Kingdom Hearts. X black cover it looks pretty cool. But Kingdom Hearts franchise is going to make its way to the Steam platform. Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. I think that was a cell phone game. And right now, Square is on a rampage trying to get back all that lost bread. $140 million. X amount of dollars lost on Final Fantasy Rebirth not living up to its expectations. Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep Fragmented Passage. Another game making its way over. You saw Square with its back up against the wall. Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. These games are going to find a new home, a new audience that's able to partake where they weren't able to partake before. This is what I'm talking about with these companies making new strategy, bold new moves, moving forward, making sure that their games are being seen on all platforms. Kingdom Hearts, Rechain of Memories. This stuff hasn't been seen on Steam. And furthermore, the Xbox platform needs to make sure that they lock down all of these games in perpetuity so they can live inside Game Pass, so everyone can have a chance to finally play Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 358 X 2 days. That's necessary for every Kingdom Hearts fan. I can't wait to see the Steam numbers. I can't wait to see the PC fan base rejoice. And Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. Every Kingdom Hearts game is making its way over, and it's about damn time. That's what I'm talking about. Go get that money that you felt that you was owed. Square, you signed yourself off over to the PlayStation, and you did mercenary work for Xbox and Nintendo. And I think now you're on a greater strategy, and it's good to see that you're going to start to bear fruit very fast. This quick turnaround, the CEO, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. I applaud you guys putting your games on Steam. Next topic is, this is really about Xbox and all the stuff that I did get a chance to dig up with Xbox. And it's a series of things that we're going to talk about. All right, new claims on what Xbox on every screen means. My man Jez Gordon of Windows Central and Xbox 2 podcast with my boy Randall Thorpe. He said, well, basically, it's like a universal UI that, let's say, for instance, like you're playing Sea of Thieves on your PlayStation, you'd be able to bring up a mini Xbox guide or something like that, kind of like Battle.net, sort of. Gordon also said, Corden, I got to stop saying Gordon with a G. Corden added that at this point in development is codenamed within Xbox Roseway. Obviously, this is likely a small part of Microsoft's larger plan for Xbox on all screens. The company is still working on the next-gen hardware, possibly a handheld device with even more improvements to its cloud gaming offering. I warned you dudes long time ago. Skynet is coming, and you guys laughed me out the room. But I got a whole docu-series that I'm doing and I'm putting together about all this OpenAI stuff. So I'm hoping you're loving everything. I hope you love the video that I put up with Brad Lightcap from OpenAI, COO, and also Sarah Bond of Xbox. But right now, Xbox is rolling out an incredibly controversial new feature for consoles. It's scary to consider how fast technology is advancing, especially during the current age of artificial intelligence. AI seems to be everywhere right now, for better or for worse. To be fair, AI has been around for decades in one form or another. Nowadays it's advanced, and it's becoming difficult to distinguish between a real person and AI. Us and OpenAI is definitely, their mission statement is to have AGI, that's artificial general intelligence. That is the one that is the scariest of them all. But AI is even being used to write script for movies and video games and stuff like that. But concerning today's story, Microsoft is exploring the prospect of implementing its Copilot AI into Xbox consoles and PC to help provide players with instant game guides, tips, tricks. At first glance, it seems like something like a cool feature. On the other hand, it can spell doom for real player who creates guides and source of income, whether it's written or video content. This is true, but at the same time, the Copilot feature it has more stuff to it, more layers to it. I'm doing a whole video on this stuff, but furthermore, during the demonstration, they talked about the Minecraft thing. And if you saw the video, which I will have up soon, the Minecraft thing was really funny because one of the guys was just talking like he was a dad and he was playing Minecraft and he wanted to play with his kid, but he wanted to get to know the game a little bit. And the Copilot looked into the game, saw his inventory, told him what he needed, and talked to him as a friend. It was really creepy at the moment because you really didn't know if it was a friend or not. It's really cool to actually see. Furthermore, during the demonstration, the player was attacked by zombies and the AI was quick to inform him how to best deal with destructive hordes. It's actually very fascinating, but at the same time, it felt like every day passes Skynet for James Cameron, Terminator universe. Yo, listen, I'm telling you right now, remember I said it, I explained it to you guys. This is something that's going to be implemented, and this is something that they're going to make sure that's in the next consoles. And also, I'm predicting that they will have a camera in base. Microsoft demos Baldur's Gate 3, Borderlands, and Borderlands running at 30 frames per second on the new Snapdragon X Elite Windows on ARM platform with auto super resolution support in tow. Now, let me tell you something. this is the part where I told you that the Surface team is working on the next Xbox hardware. They're arm in arm, no pun intended, might use ARM architecture, right? And this is showing you, and I'm going to build a series going forward into explaining to you the open AI part of this, the Surface team's part of this, Qualcomm's part in this, Microsoft part in this, and the ARM part in this. But as you can see, the auto super resolution right here, this is 1440p. Was it 26 frames per second? That's 41. Auto super resolution is up 60% faster. I'm trying to explain to you what the Surface team is trying to bring forth, and everything that will go along with this. This is something to behold. This is something that is going to change the way our gaming is perceived, right? Complete with NPU processing on the SoC for the local AI operations. The new Copilot plus PC boasts far more better battery life, cooling, better performance than the equivalent Intel-based Ultrabooks. Now, what is being said here, Microsoft has been aggressively pursuing AI. They have been in talks with Qualcomm and they've made partnerships with them. And that new Snapdragon Elite chipset is giving Apple Silicon a big run for its money. This is a game changer when it comes to battery life, performance, affordability, and the multitasking of the device. I'm explaining to you where Microsoft is going. This is a peek into the future of what's going to happen. And I'm so happy that they're leaving these tea leaves for us. I'm going to break down everything here. See, they know a hint of the future Xbox consoles and handhelds. They know, like I know, Xbox will be delving deep into the next generation, arm in arm with ARM and Qualcomm. This is going to be fun. Now, this is I'm going to tell you to ring the alarms, I guess. More and more Microsoft and OpenAI are telling you what they're trying to do. OpenAI, we're trying to achieve AGI, that's artificial general intelligence. They're trying to, and the only reason why I was thinking about advanced idea mechanics, AIM, because, and that's from Marvel, if anybody understood that reference that I just talked about. It's those engineers are crazy, right? They are at the cutting edge. They do everything, but it's always some nefarious plot at the end of it when you look at it. I hope this is not the case. With the fact that they're putting Copilot and they're going to introduce Copilot into the Xbox, and they're going to do it now. You're going to see Copilot launched inside the series consoles. So that way that it's at its fundamental core with the AI chip on the next console. And the next console, I believe, is going to be made by the Surface team. And it's going to have an NPU on board. And it's going to be powered by Snapdragon. I think they're going to sidestep the x86 architecture. And for a lot of reasons. I think the portable handheld is going to be just as powerful as the docked. I think it's going to be one system that's going to be docked and portable, right? Like the Switch. I think that's the way to go. I don't think the way to go is how they've been operating, I think that is the way to go. Now, we do see the rise of AI, but I do understand, and I've been trying to explain to you, Microsoft has their hands all over AI and cloud. The machine is going to be a robust beast fundamentally from the get-go, from the initial launch of the machine. AI powered, 2026, the roadmap's lead there. I'm going to talk more about it, but we got to get into Mr. Me Too. I'm talking about you, Sony. We got to get into what you are up to next. Everybody's trying to change exactly how they've been operating. PlayStation is developing a new platform for free-to-play mobile games. According to a new job listing, PlayStation is developing a new free-to-play mobile games platform. Everybody wants to be a platform. According to Tweaktown, the listing is a mobile platform architect, which reveals details on PlayStation could be planning for its mobile platform. Remember, Xbox is doing a platform, right? It's doing its mobile store, and that stuff is supposed to be announced in July. Along comes Mr. Me Too. Mr. Me Too is back at it again, doing back at it again stuff. Xbox has revealed that it will launch its mobile store in July 2024. Here comes Mr. Me Too. You do it, me too. Can I do what you do? Let me do what you do. Let me do how I do. Mr. Me Too. The listing has PlayStation Studios Mobile seeking an experienced software engineer to design PlayStation's platform for developing, publishing, and operating free-to-play mobile games. Let me start off by saying this seems reactionary, and the PlayStation this generation has always been reactionary to whatever Microsoft has done. I'm not going to lie. This reeks of desperation, but I love it. I'm here for all of this. These are the responsibilities: design the system architecture, back-end services for mobile games and platforms, measure and improve platform security, availability throughout, and cost effective. Yo, they want you to do everything. Oh my God. Actively track technical innovations, changes, and trends affecting mobile gaming development. And they want you to be able to predict the marketplace. PlayStation. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but again, your fan base never fails you, boy. It never fails you. All right, so mobile store. Kudos. Do it, Sony. Do it. Change your circumstance. Microsoft has opened up in a mobile store in July 2024. It's going to be huge. It's going to be freaking huge. It's going to be crazy. And PlayStation knows this. Also, there's a little rumor running around here, and I heard a rumor that Microsoft is helping Sony with the AI solutions. And I believe that. So, take that with a grain of salt. But understand that where there's smoke, there's fire. And speaking of one last rumor, I got to talk about this one last rumor. Okay, this is the biggest rumor that I'm going to talk about. I don't really like spreading rumors, but hey, man, why not, right? When it's in your favor, why not play it, right? $16 billion purchase offer reportedly being prepared for CS2 developer Valve by Microsoft per streamer. Now, I'm telling you, take it with a grain of salt, 100% grain of salt, right? But in light of shocking news that could potentially change the gaming world, Microsoft is reportedly preparing an insane $16 billion offer to purchase Valve, the developer behind the platform Steam and popular games like Counter-Strike 2, Dota, and, listen. If this is an inkling, I can't wait. And they've been saying this, Microsoft reportedly wants to acquire Valve after Activision, Blizzard, and Bethesda. Possibilities are endless, my friends. Let me tell you something. If they do, if my Steam Deck turns into a Microsoft deck or Xbox deck, checkmate. Fight's over. That guy with the big money won. If F around and find out how to face, it will look like this guy. Y'all don't have the money to play in this ballpark where Microsoft does, and they showed you they're not shy to spend that bread. ZeniMax costs $8 billion. Activision Blizzard King costs $69 billion. Gabe, how much? How much money? Tell me, Gabe, how much money for Satya and Phil Dominus Maximus Aurelius Spencer, first of his name, to come through and scoop you up with an all-cash offer? Because you know they only roll with cash. 16 Billy? Man, oh man. But this is the part in the video when I'm going to tell you to like, follow, subscribe, and I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw that around Valve, because let me tell you something. If they acquire Valve and my Steam Deck does what it does, I'm going to yell out, try to play the Game Pass.